Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, continuing on with my Make Love, Not War series. And we got dragged into a war, unfortunately. The whole point of this series is to prevent one, but we joined Italy into the Axis, and they declared war on Yugoslavia actually before that, and I didn't think that would really be an issue because the Yugoslavians were non-aligned. But suddenly, the Soviet Union added Yugoslavia into their faction, and then declared war on Italy. And then Italy asked for me to get involved in the war, and I did. And now we're in a major situation. So in between the last video, I went ahead and I deployed all my air wings, and I have a lot of air wings, so that's, quite a task to do, but eventually deployed them all, and we can go ahead and see that deployment. So I have air interception and air superiority missions all over the place. And there is a possibility the Soviet Union will declare war on Poland, which may add them into my faction. I don't think so unless the Baltic states also get eaten up. But it's possible we'll actually gain Poland out of this deal in our faction. But then we'd have to, of course, defend them. And they are actually working on that focus as we speak, and we'll take a look at that later. And I also have some groups acting over here in the Western Balkans, so I've got a little bit of air superiority and then a bunch of close air support going on. And then we have some more air wings going on in the Alpine region, which some of this fighting is going on in. And that's pretty much it. The rest is just to cover bits of Germany so we don't get bombed long range from the Soviet Union. But of course, the Soviet Union has to go through Poland to get to us. I also have a bunch of naval missions going on. We can take a look at that as well. Actually, no, you can't without me actually selecting on a unit. But we are covering areas with submarines, and I have a bunch of planes actually having a mission here to either bomb ports, to bomb ships, or to just give air superiority in the Baltic region, which should affect the Soviet Union to some extent. All right, with that being said, and as I mentioned, Demand Eastern Poland is a focus that the Soviet Union is currently working on. Now, as far as details go, they should still have... Even though we have a non-aggression pact, we're technically at war. That's kind of funny, but do they still have the purge effects going on? Looks like they were able to get rid of most of that, but this is 41, so it's possible that that would be the case. So now it's time to start sending troops, and I have started strategic redeploying a bunch of troops from the Western Front over somewhere in the vicinity of what we're doing right now. And I'm waiting for my organization to build up with other units before we act. Oh, you know what? We can act now because they have abandoned some areas. So let's go ahead and cross the river here. Cross into here. It's probably they're doing this because I have been stationing units over here. And Hungary's involved in this war as well as Bulgaria. So Yugoslavia should fall quickly. But unfortunately, we're still going to be at war with the Soviet Union, I believe. We'll have to see how that goes. And you know what? We can move in here with at least one soldier. And cut this guy off from supply. Alright, France bans communism. That's fine. Actually, that's a good thing. Germany breaks the Ribbentrop Pact. Okay. The non-aggression pact between Germany and Soviet Union, a surprising development to begin with, has now, less surprisingly, fallen apart. Germany has attacked, breaking the pact with the... and return to, once again, openly speaking of the Soviet Union as a menace that must be faced for their visions of the blah, 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 blah. You know, you get the point. I don't know if we have any negative effects as a result of that. As a matter of fact, I can check that. Do we have any negative effects? Not that I can tell. All right. Oh, we're attacking here. Now they have a... Do I have a soldier in this spot? Because if I do, I don't... see it. Looks like we can move across then. And you might as well move across as well. And you come in here. And if that's going to be the movement, then you might as well help. Alright, looks like we're capturing this territory for Italy. Oh, good. There's no opposition here, so... why don't I just march like that? And then you cross the river, you cross the river. And we might be able to take the grub here in a second. How about you come in here, try and cut these guys off. Because all we have to do is come up into here, and these guys are cut off from supplies. Alright. And we do have insufficient resources because of the war. And we're going to have to take care of that immediately. Alright, so we got oil and steel, massive needs. Now, we were trading with the Soviet Union, which is why some of that oil went away. So we're going to need to switch that over to United States for the oil and for the steel. Sweden does still have some left over. We could also continue trading with France. But that might get cut off any time. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Oh well, I think I already sent it, so let's see what happens. Okay, I don't think the steel thing actually got sent. Alright, it doesn't look like I can ask them for any more. I mean, it says we need more steel, right? So I would need that. I don't know if they have it, though. So I'm kind of getting confused with this. There we go. That takes care of our oil and steel needs. Alright, so we do have some attacks ongoing right now. Don't see a reason why not to move these troops over here. You're moving in there. Alright, it's kind of hard to pick out my troops from the Italian troops here for the meantime. Alright, so we do have some fighting going on here. So we might as well assist. You, once you get here, are going to go into Zagreb, which is currently not being defended. You're going to come in here so we can cut these guys off. Okay, we got the landing craft, which is fine, I guess, but... Oh, and I also did move the paratroopers and the transports. I have no idea how paratroopers work, though, and I tried to look it up in the wiki, but they're not mentioned, and that's one of the problems with this game, is whenever you're trying to look up anything in the wiki, it's almost never there. So I'd like to know how to use paratroopers before it gets into a more major conflict, but I really, honestly haven't been able to figure it out. In any case, we just finished that tech, and we're into 41, which does mean that we can start working on mechanized stuff, which I think I'm going to work on immediately. Although, that might not be the right call. Let me just check. Nothing for engineering. We probably want dispersed industry, actually, so let's go ahead and do that instead. Okay. So this fight is going my way. I have some tanks showing up here, but they're strategically redeploying, so it'll take a little bit of time to get their morale back up, but that doesn't mean I can't have them move. So at least have them cross the river. I don't really see the Bulgarian troops moving. They should be involved in the war. Yeah, they are. And I also don't see any Soviet involvement. But how is the air war going? Let's just see. First off, over here. Have we had anything bad happen? Nothing that I can tell of. What about over here? Nothing I can tell about. What about Western Balkans? That's definitely something we're doing something in, right? So we've been bombing troops, and that's about it. All right. Nothing really to worry about, I guess. We must have air superiority. Okay. So these guys managed to push across. And we're almost across here. We'll be there in 20 hours. Although these guys will arrive probably first. Okay. I don't see a reason not to continue pushing here. And you, my friend, can come across here. And then maybe we'll just try and cut off these guys again. As a matter of fact, you can assist in that cutoff. And you guys are looking fine enough to be able to fight. You guys, I am going to send down to Zagreb. As a matter of fact, I think I'll strategically... you know what? I'll just let your organization build. Okay, we've got a bunch of troops here. And we might as well have them move down here. So we'll just have them come to here for now. Those are all troops that I redeployed from the Western Front, because this is a more important front right now. I do have a mountain unit just sitting here, so how about you go over to Zagreb as well? As the Italians are doing okay over here. Okay. You've managed to cross. We do have troops here that I'm going to have to worry about. Are you here or not? I can't make that out. If you're moving or not. Well, why don't you just queue up a move here. And then we'll have the cavalry continue to move. That way we can cut these guys off. But you move there. Actually, better yet, move like that. Hopefully that will work out. I mean, they have no organization, so that might be a problem, but... Matter of fact, why don't you move across here? Oh! Send volunteers. Okay, we'll take that. I mean, that means the Japanese command them, but that's okay, in my mind. Okay, we've got a division here not doing anything. We might as well add them into this fight. Okay, you need to surround. Alternatively, I could throw them into this fight. You know, we'll do that. Because the cavalry's about to cut off anyway. Okay. Okay. You know what, I might as well cross the river here. And you can go over there. And then we'll do a two-prong attack on these guys. But I'll send the rest of my tank divisions down here to try and kill these guys. So as soon as the infantry shows up here... As a matter of fact, why don't I just grab these guys and send them down. That's hills, this is hills. Okay, that's fine. So... How about you guys come down here? No, no. No, no. I accidentally select that guy. I didn't want to select that guy. Alright. They're going to come down there and they're going to assist this fight down here. Okay. We're going to have a fight here. Unfortunately, this guy did escape. Oh, wow. So we've got some expeditionary forces, and one of them is from Hungary, and one of them is from Denmark. We'll accept Denmark. And that should be up here, so just grab all these troops. Matter of fact, I don't even know why I have these guys deployed here anymore. You're all going to strategic redeploy. And I'm going to put you in Vienna or Graz until I figure out where to put you. And all of you guys, well, I'll leave... Yeah, all of you guys. Strategic redeploy. And you're going to come down to Graz as well. Alright. Now let's accept these guys. So they want to send me 53 divisions. Alright, well that works for me. Now they're not being threatened by the Germans right now. Alright, so we have a bunch of divisions here. Might as well use them. How about you go there. You come across. You come across. You come across. You go there. You go there. Down there. down there. You know what? We might as well add these guys into an army. So let's grab all the Hungarian troops. I don't know where you're going, but you're going to be coming over here. We'll make a new army here. And that is 53 divisions. So we're going to need a field marshal. Do we even have a field marshal anywhere? We do, and it's this guy. Let's see if we have another one. Here we go. Field Marshal Klug. Seeing if we have any other ones. No, it looks like that. That's fine with me. And... yeah, okay, purple, whatever. Probably should separate out theaters, but for right now it's okay. And the Denmark divisions, which there were... I only have 3 here. I thought they gave me more than that. They could be elsewhere. I'm going to have to find them, but we'll put them into the light green army. And the easiest way to find troops is go into the army thing and just see. Alright, so we have one guy here. Oh, you know what actually I should have done is right-click, but we can do that anyway. Oh, wow, you're all the way over there. Why did I get this guy? I don't know, but you're going to stay where you are, I guess. So, have fun up there. Okay, let's get back to the fighting. And most of these guys should be moving. For now. You know, with the purple army, I probably want to just set up an offensive line and just have the AI take care of it. So, do it like that. And you guys are going to have an offensive line that brings you into Belgrade. So just go across like that. That's fine with me. And I guess you'll do that when you feel like it, but I might as well have you come down here. When they're nice and prepared, they'll be on that. And a lot of my troops are really low on organization because I just kind of threw them into a war. But here you go, and here you go. Okay, so we have troops here. Let's grab ones that aren't, like, totally ruined for organization. To fight here. And then you guys come down and assist in movements down here. And you can just shift down there. All right. You guys can hop across the river, as can you once you get there, and we can aid in this fight. Really sure why you stopped there. You need to go with the rest of the group. Okay, we do have supply issues. I'm going to assume down here. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at that. Yeah. Not too surprised there. It'd be nice to capture this port, and then the supply issues would probably go away. Alright. These guys are preparing, so they're probably going to just sit there for a little while. Don't think I have any other troops to throw at this for the meantime. But those guys are totally encircled. I have available planes and reserves. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Matter of fact, how's my research going for planes? So still have a few days left for that. And we can start working on better bombers. Once these troops are... Actually, why don't I have you instead... hook into here, because I'm going to need you. Actually, do it that way, please. Alright, so these troops are already beaten back. Oh, I am still training. What the hell? I'm an idiot. I was wondering why their organization wasn't getting any better. Whoops. Well, fortunately the Green Army, that's like the only troops that have been involved so far. I'm going to have to sit on organization here. For now. Maybe move into... Oh, speaking of naval stuff, my ship should be combined up here now. So let's grab them. Merge them up. And start sending them on missions. So I'm going to do a patrol. We're going to do Baltic Sea. And Eastern. And I guess Norway as well. Okay. And these guys I just had come in... Oh yeah, I was sending them to Graz. Now, again, I wish I knew how to do stuff with paratroopers. I mean, is it something I do with the transports themselves? Let's see. Let's see. We've got the transports. Let's send them into the Western Balkans. If I go over to the Western Balkans, what is their mission? Maybe they will help with the supply, I'm going to imagine, situation. And if they do that, then that's perfect. Paratroopers, I still don't get how they work. Like how you actually get them to... Oh, here we go. Paratroop order. Ah! Alright, well, I don't need them to do that just yet. And I might as well get them involved in the fighting, because this is kind of an extra unit. So we'll have them strategically redeploy. And we'll have them... I don't know what the Soviets are up to. I haven't seen any action from them. But I'm going to send them down to here. Okay, you guys can help with this fight. Okay. How about you guys come over here? We're going to try and squeeze these guys. These guys should be mostly cut off here. Let's select this guy. How's the preparation going? 0%. Alright, well, apparently that's going to take a while. I don't know if I even care. Just go. How about you guys hop into here, because you're going to have support coming soon. All right. You can come in there. I guess you guys are good enough that you can start this assault. Okay. Then hop over here. And you guys can attack from this direction and hop in there. You guys can hop over here and help with the Alpine troops that are over there. And you paratroopers can come in here to support. Looks like the Hungarians are moving. Fine with me. It looks like we're squeezing them pretty good here. Okay. Let's pin these guys down so they can't escape. And then these guys, I'm going to put the infantry anyway in here. And then the cavalry, I'd like to see about continuing to cut people off, maybe coming in here. You know what, we'll force the Hungarians' hand here. Alright. Once these guys are pushed in here, we'll attack and squish these guys. And you guys can march in here and help out. Looks like the Hungarians are going to be the ones really doing the good push, though. A lot of this is about just ending the war as quickly as possible, and maybe we can end this whole thing with the Soviets. Although, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it will be that easy. I'm actually curious what Britain's working on. They're still working on embargo Germany, which will hurt. I guess we might as well have the cavalry come in here and help this fight, because these guys are now entirely cut off. And we have infantry that we can send in here. Alright, so that is finished. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we want to research. So, engineering for 41, we could do more radar. Industry for 41, we're working on. I could do more construction speed. Or, alternatively, air power is fine. So, mostly it'd be upgrades to, like, mechanized troops here. I think that would probably be a good call. And then construction, we're working on these factories. Maybe continue to do work on refineries. So we'll put one here. And we'll bring that up to the top. We don't have to trade for as much oil. Okay. Now these are Hungarian units, and they should be going on the offensive here, so I'm not going to worry about them, micromanaging them. Just have to make sure that I don't lose out on any fights that I could be doing elsewhere. Now, I do have divisions over here that I sent from elsewhere. And I think what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to have them strategically redeploy over here. And the reason I'm doing this is to help the Hungarians here in case the Soviets come. Because I think the Hungarian troops are going to be enough. Oh, there we go. Yugoslavia has capitulated. Adolf Hitler has announced that the cowardly Yugoslavian nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of German forces throughout the country. The Yugoslavian government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. Okay. Though the war against the what remains of the Comintern continues elsewhere, this is a great victory for all of the Axis. Alright, so it looks like the Hungarians are going to continue to hold on to some territory here, while the Italians hold on to this territory. Now the problem becomes, what do we do with all these troops? And you know what? Actually, you don't need to redeploy anymore. How about instead, strategically redeploy, and we have you come into the Purple Army here. So, I would like it if you strategically redeployed and came over here. And then probably what I'll do is I'll kind of shift some things around. But the Hungarians and their Purple Army have to now form a border with the Poles, because that is going to be the main, I think, area that we want to address. So just address that border. Well, no, not that entire border. Let's just redo that. Delete that. How about we draw it then? Front line, you're going to be from here all the way to there. And that's going to be what you worry about, Hungary. The rest of our troops, I'm going to grab. So anyone else down here needs to strategically redeploy. Except I can't because they're in like 5 different armies. Well, how about we get them into a central spot, and then I'll kind of work on that. Or alternatively, how many divisions do I have selected? I could have them all join this guy. Oh, that's too many, is it? Is he a field marshal? You know, honestly, I don't know. Are you a field marshal? Yeah, he is a field marshal. Oh, okay, perfect. Then that works fine. Okay, so what's troops I just had selected? For some reason I can't draw a box. There we go. Okay. All of you guys, I would like to strategically redeploy. You might as well add these guys in too. To the forces. So, light green army here. Okay. You're going to strategically redeploy. And I would like you to strategically redeploy in here. And then what I'm going to do, I may dissolve the red army and just make a big green army to get a front and have it be all along here. Not sure. Either that or I just incorporate the troops into the red stuff, but either way, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So, Yugoslavia capitulated. That is good. We have all of this territory under fascist control. The main issue is that we're now at war with Moscow, and I don't think there's a way to get the war to end other than to just have at it with the Soviet Union, which is kind of problematic because there's a country in the way. So we're going to have to figure that out. But in any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.